In today's lesson, we will be learning vocabulary from an article from the Reuters news. Let's look at the headline. Madagascar president warns of coup attempt as more soldiers join protests. Let's look at the first paragraph. Madagascar's presidency said on Sunday that an attempt to grab power by force was underway in the African nation as more soldiers joined a youth-led protest movement that has rocked the former French colony for more than 2 weeks. Let's look at the first word in our lesson, attempt. Attempt is a verb. An attempt is trying to do something that is especially difficult or uncertain. The article says Madagascar's presidency said on Sunday that an attempt to grab power. According to the article, the Madagascar government said that someone was trying to overthrow the government. Let's practice with attempt. She made an attempt to learn Japanese before her trip to Tokyo. The police stopped an attempt to rob the bank last night. Let's look at the second word in our lesson, underway. Underway is an adjective. Underway refers to something that is happening right now or has already started. The article says, by force was underway. The article states that a government overthrow has already begun in Madagascar. Let's practice with underway. The second half of the match is now underway. Teacher training programs are underway to improve classroom quality. Let's practice with our third word in the lesson, youth-led. Youth-led is a compound adjective. Youth-led means led or directed by young people. The article says, as more soldiers joined a youth-led protest movement. From the article, we can understand that more soldiers have become involved in a protest organized by young people. Let's practice now with youth-led. A youth-led initiative in the community helped reduce plastic waste by 40%. A youth-led discussion encouraged open discussions about education reform. Now let's look at the second paragraph. Troops from the elite CAPSAT unit that helped President André seize power in a 2009 coup urged fellow soldiers to disobey orders on Saturday and back the youth-led protests which began on September 25 and pose the most serious challenge to Regilini's rule since his re-election in 2023. Let's look at the fourth word in our lesson, elite. Elite is a noun. Elite refers to the richest, most powerful, best educated, or best trained group in a society. The article says troops from the elite CAPSAT unit that helped President André seize power in a 2009 coup. The article points to the fact that the best trained troops helped President André to come to power in 2009. Let's practice with elite. He studied history at the elite Oxford University. She trained with an elite karate teacher in Japan. Now let's look at our fifth word in the lesson, disobey. Disobey is a verb. To disobey means to refuse to do something that you're told to do. The article says, urged fellow soldiers to disobey orders on Saturday and back the youth-led protests. According to the article, the CAPSAT unit told the soldiers to refuse their commander's orders and to join the protests organized by young people. Let's practice with disobey. She chose to disobey the rules because she believed they were unfair. Anyone who disobeys the law must face the consequences. Now we move on to the sixth word in our lesson, pose. The word pose is a verb. It means to present, create, or cause a problem or threat. The article states, pose the most serious challenge to Regilini's rule since his re-election in 2023. The protests led by the youth and the lack of support from the soldiers is causing a major problem for the president's rule. Let's practice with pose. Smoking can pose health risks. Heavy traffic poses a problem every morning. Now let's read the third paragraph. CAPSAT officers said on Sunday they had command over the country's security operations and would coordinate all branches of the military from their base on the outskirts of the capital. They said they had appointed General Pic-Ulus as head of the army. Now let's practice with the seventh word in our lesson, command. Command is a noun. Command means to take control over someone or something. In the article, it states, CAPSAT officers said on Sunday they had command over the country's security operations. The article indicates that CAPSAT officers stated that they were in charge of Madagascar's security operations. Let's practice with command. The pilot is in command of the helicopter. The teacher's command was clear and firm. Let's practice now with the eighth word in our lesson, coordinate. Coordinate is a verb. To coordinate means to make many different things work effectively as a whole. The article says, and would coordinate all branches of the military from their base on the outskirts of the capital. The article points out that CAPSAT officers would be organizing all their military activities from their headquarters. Let's practice with coordinate. Police and firefighters coordinate during emergencies. She helps coordinate meetings at the office. Now in this section, we will be doing a reading practice. So listen to me very carefully and repeat what I say. Madagascar's presidency said on Sunday that an attempt to grab power by force was underway in the African nation as more soldiers joined a youth-led protest movement. That has rocked the former French colony for more than 2 weeks. Troops from the elite CAPSAT unit that helped President André Regilini seize power in a 2009 coup urged fellow soldiers to disobey orders on Saturday and back the youth-led protests which began on September 25 and posed the most serious challenge to Regilini's rule since his re-election in 2023. CAPSAT officers said on Sunday they had command over the country's security operations and would coordinate all branches of the military from their base on the outskirts of the capital. They said they had appointed General Pic-Ulus as head of the army. Now, if you're looking to improve your vocabulary, your advanced vocabulary, we have a lovely video, so you can click on the link right here.